Hi everybody, this is Mary from Reviewer's Diary, and I mixed up these boxes. I don't know which. I think this one is the present January one, but I had to quit Fat Quarter Shop because it is $30 a month, but I am shopping on their website, and I'll show you those things also. $30 a month. It's 24 and change, I think $24.95 for the base price, but then the shipping charge is makes it add up to about $30. So anyway, I really love this box. I love it so much, but I can't afford it. It's too much, especially with the other boxes that I get. Yeah, I had to make a hard choice, and $30 a month just was too much. That's over $300 a year, and I can't do it. So I believe this is the January box. Yes, it is. And it is January 2020, and it is the theme is farm life. And I can't tell you how thrilled I was when I opened this up and saw a jelly roll. Jelly rolls, I don't know if you know, are really expensive. So I was very excited when I saw this. I'm really totally excited for that. So anyway, this shows you the things that are in here. There is a picture window quilt pattern, which actually is really pretty. And I'm not sure how I feel about this one. A lot of times you get one that's really pretty and one that's like eh, and I feel kind of like eh about that one. I'm not sure. So what came in this box is the jelly roll, a measuring ruler, which you can always use. Ooh, I didn't realize a quilting journal was in there. There's a quilting journal. I love that. And I didn't really empty the box. And also a bag, a gingham on-the-go project bag. So here's the ruler. And I know rulers are not that exciting to a lot of people who view my channel, but this, I was very happy to get this. I have a giant ruler, but not a smaller ruler like this. Kind of wish I got the square one they gave out a few months ago, but I hadn't joined yet. So anyway, here is the on-the-go project bag. So anyway, I like this bag. It's like, I don't know if you can see, maybe you'll be able to see when I put my hand in there. It's a mesh bag, which is really awesome. So, I really like this. And it's made by Sew Emma. That is like a really cool bag. And here's the journal. Oh my goodness. I love journals like this. This book belongs to, and it has like lists and, quilty lists and pattern designs. You can actually glue bits of fabric in. So my plan is to make a quilt for everyone in my family. It's going to take forever, but that's my plan, and so I can keep track of that stuff here. That's really nice. I do a lot of quilting for my friends who watch me for my makeup channel. It's actually, my channel is actually kind of like a planner, makeup, craft, food channel. I've done a couple of recipes. I'm also going to be going on keto, so I'm going to be doing a lot of recipes. So anyway, this is a beautiful quilt design. I really like this very much, and I think this is going to be really nice to make. And of course it gives you like what other fabric you're going to need. You do have the jelly roll, but there are other fabrics that you're going to need. I kind of have a different plan for these jelly rolls anyway. They do give you the measurements of things that you're going to need, but you can actually use the jelly roll to make this. So very cool, and I really especially like the flower shaped design over the arrow design, but that's still really nice. And here's the sew sampler pattern with like cutouts and stuff, and this is for the Live Abundantly. I think it might be an applique quilt, and I've made a couple of those, that type of quilt, which yeah, it looks like an applique quilt, which is perfectly fine because I do like to do applique. So this was January, and January was I think probably super awesome, especially unfortunately since I'm leaving and it really breaks my heart. I'm doing this with more than one month because I'm not going to be coming back with another month. So if you guys watch the December one and you want to just skip forward to the stuff that I bought from the shop, then please feel free to do so. But yeah, this is like so nice. I really like it. I really like it, and they seem to hit it out of the ballpark every time. This is the December box, and this has my absolute favorite fabric in it. I love this unique fabric. I don't want to cut this into little tiny squares because I want to be able to appreciate all the whimsical stuff like hangers and, you know, clothing labels, and there's this one here that is ads from like old newspapers and stuff. And I just love that. I love it so much that I don't want to destroy it by cutting it up into little tiny squares. So I'm glad that I was able to get this. I did look for this design, but it wasn't on sale in the shop. These were kind of a throw-in. I think that was, I answered a survey that these were less useful than the other stuff. These are point protectors, mainly for knitting needles. I guess they recognize that those of us who craft all kinds of stuff. So that was actually, I only have one set and it's on a pair of knitting needles right now. So I guess this is actually pretty good. This is my favorite thing from this box. See, after this, I'm done doing this video, I'm going to be taking all these things apart and putting them away where they belong. But this seam roller is freaking awesome. I know people don't get very excited about this stuff, but I was looking at ones on Amazon that were little tiny plastic pieces of crap, and this thing is solid, like solid as Sears here, and it's got a wooden dowel roller. What's good about this is when you're quilting or sewing, regular sewing, you need to press either the seam allowances open or to one side. And this is very handy if you don't want to get up and, you know, go to the ironing board. It could be something so simple that you only need to press. Oftentimes you'll finger press a seam, but this is actually a good close second for that. Then there was, of course, the book that gave everything and the values of everything, and I do have to get more of that vintage soul fabric. That is by, let's see, who put this out? Lori Holt for Riley Blake Designs. I'm definitely going to look her up on the shop and buy some more stuff at some point when I have money again. Anyway, this came with a table runner, which I really like that. I like it much more, and a lot of people agreed with me in the comments. I like this much more than this, and this is the design. It's really, you know, kudos to the designer, but it's just not my cup of tea to make a thing that's got flowers and stuff as my table runner. Yeah, I'm just not wild about this design, so yeah. Anyway, that was also definitely a fabulous box. So I love both of these boxes. I would like nothing more than to continue my subscription, but I had to go in and cancel. You know, I can only afford so much. I love it. Eventually I'll go back to it. Mother's Day is coming, and I usually get a gift certificate or two, so at that time maybe I'll rejoin and use my gift certificate cards to pay for it. Because I love this box. This box is, if you're a quilter and you have no interest in, like most quilting boxes are super expensive. But if you are a quilter and you have no interest in like just spending, like, you could spend enormous amounts of money every month on these boxes. This box is more affordable and has a greater variety of stuff than I'm seeing when I watch videos with other boxes. So I'm going to really miss this. Not being able to really say goodbye to Fat Quarter Shop, I did order some things. I looked in their sale. Now, somebody gave this a really bad review, but I am going to review it now that I bought it because I'm sure it's fine. So these are like basic ones, like transportation, there's coffee, there's all different like usual functional stickers. And I hope that's not all, no. Well, there are date stickers in here. I could really use those. You know, they don't show a picture on the website, and I think that's a problem. Yeah, they are tiny, but they're meant to be used with the little planner that they sell. But there are all kinds of stuff. There's birthday cake. There's all kinds of stuff in here that I can use on a daily basis. And the fact that there are numbers in here is going to help me very much with my planners where they're either undated or I'm starting to use them like later. And that is the case with a lot of these. But yeah, there's sewing stickers, planning stickers, number stickers. So if the little stickers like this are not your cup of tea, then this wouldn't be a great buy for you. It's 5,000 of those little stickers, which I will use the hell out of. But it is definitely little tiny stickers. The highlight of my order was these fabrics. Let me get rid of the box. I went on their site and they are always running a sale. Some things are like the Fat Quarter of the month and stuff like that. These were for sale in the I think they're 5.5 inch, 5-inch stackers. So, you know, by the time you do I'm not going to cut these down. I'll measure them to make sure they're square. But by the time you do your seam allowance, you end up with 4.5 inches because it's 1/4 inch around all the way when you're quilting. So I'm going to open one of these. I did buy 3 of them because I do have plans for these. My daughter and I are really into makeup and beauty stuff, and those who watch me on my channel already know this. So anyway, this is Glam Girl, and it is by... Shoot, let me see if I can even read it. Danny Mogstad? Let's see if it's printed. Yeah, Glam Girl by Danny Mogstad. So, shoot, I hate to take them out of the thing. Let me see if I can just push them up. Because, you know, they start to, especially in my storage system, which is, like, really sucky right now. My office and craft room are still a freaking abominable mess. Whoa, that was not easy to say. Anyway, this is 42. Now, when you go on the site, you have to make sure that you know how many squares are going to be in each of the charm packs. Because some of them only have 20. Depends how expensive the fabric is, I guess. And some of them, like this one, has 42. So anyway, there are a couple pieces like this. These are really hard to turn. Then, look at that. I mean, this is perfect for the person who sews. And there are a couple pieces of that. Then there are high heels. What does that say? Stiletto. I don't wear stilettos. Those days are over for me. Still pretty to have, though. That's really pretty, just like a mixed color. And this one's pretty. It has like almost a shimmering quality to it. And this one. And oh my goodness, I'm having trouble. And then there's this one, and this is glamour, chic, design, fashion. I'm sorry, you can't see. I'm wearing my poncho from FabFitFun around the house because it's so freaking cold. But anyway, then there's this one with the, I don't know if you can actually see that. Let me see if I bring it up really close to the camera. Yeah. Although it's bleaching the colors out a little bit. There are a couple sheets of that. Then there's this really cool plaid, and then it goes back to like glamour stuff. And this is the pink background stiletto, and this one is upside down, but it's also the dresses. And you can see that's two of that. And then there's this, and it's like got a shimmery quality to it. I think this is still available, by the way. You just have to look, I think, the search box Glam Girl. And then there's this one. Yeah, that's kind of getting bleached out too, but it's got like a shimmery quality to it as well. And let's see, a real pale plaid. I only see one piece of that. Ooh, yeah. And then this. And then this. And this. Wow, that's kind of like gold almost. Like, it has like a slightly shimmery quality. I don't know if my camera's too busy looking at the background, so I'm hoping that getting up close to the lens will take care of that. And there's that. And oh my god, and then there's more of the dress, dress forms, and flowers, and you guys got the idea, right? So these are like really cool. They'll work really well together. Oh good, I was able to put that back together. It's gonna have a little wrinkle in it, I think. But I wanted to get 3 of these because I do have an idea for these. Not a quilt necessarily, but like quilted bags and stuff like that. I haven't decided completely yet if that's the way I'm going to use these or not. So I did want to get 3 of these just because they were on sale. I think I paid $5.95 for each of these 42-piece packs, and I think these are really awesome. So anyway, it is going to be very hard for me to get used to not getting this box since I love it so much. I do encourage you, if you have the money and you are a quilter, a sewing person, whatever, to look into this box, because you just get like everything you could possibly need and didn't know you really wanted. Like, I didn't know that this was like something I'd really want, but it is. You know, it's like you get stuff you didn't know that you really wanted. And after Mother's Day, I'm pretty sure I'm going to go back. You do have to go on a waiting list now. Somebody else probably got my spot by now. But I was only on the waiting list for a couple weeks when somebody dropped out and I was able to get in. So, you know, there is a waiting list, but you can put yourself on the waiting list, and usually you come off pretty quick. If you go on the Fat Quarter Shop website, you can sign up by going down, I think it's toward the bottom of the page. There's Sew Samplers, one of the clubs you can join. The other clubs were way too expensive. Like there was a Charm Pack club, but I didn't want to join that because that was like $39. So that's, yeah, plus shipping. This is the most reasonable thing that I was able to find and the most useful for me. But all you have to do is go to the Fat Quarter Shop. I don't have a referral code or anything, but I'll put the website down below. I'll just use like one of those itty bitty links. I go to link shortener when it's too long. But I'll put a link down below so you can find it easier if you're interested. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. I am gonna be using all this stuff. These little stickers I'll use mainly for the dates and stuff. It is kind of they are really small, so I have to say that the reviewer was correct, but I'm going to put a different spin on it because they seem to be made very well, and I'll definitely use them. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll Stop the blabbity blah already, Mary. Anyway, thank you for watching and have a beautiful evening. Good night.